Sorry about that, y'all. They would give me a hard. I don't know. It's like when I do the compatibility videos, I gotta do it when everybody's around because if I don't do the compatibility videos when everybody's there, they're not going. It's not going to really be seen like that for whatever reason. So I just go. I'm gonna go ahead and do one of my hardcore videos. Then I'm gonna go into do the fun ones, and I'll make sure I do the Virgo today. I might even do it after this one. Depends on how everything goes. But I'm gonna try to blame this one out. Plus, one thing about me, if I don't got everybody, if it ain't certain people in here, is like I know it's not gonna really get the real credit it deserves, and I want everybody to be able to enjoy it. And I really appreciate those who've been patient, sticking out, because it's not easy, and I appreciate it. It is definitely not easy because a lot of people don't understand. There's a lot of politics and stuff, and certain times I don't have no choice but to remove um, that. So I really appreciate the support, and I'm gonna do that Virgo video. I'm just gonna do it tonight because I think everybody want to see that. So I'm not gonna do it over everybody's head and make it seem like I'm sneaking it past everybody. I'm gonna do one of my regular God body videos. Then I'm gonna go into the because I've been hearing a lot of feedback from the audience, and a lot of people been telling me, "Hey, God body, you can do some uploads sometimes, and if you do the uploads, you can keep them. I'm gonna do something new for y'all. I'm gonna call it the God body shorts, and they're gonna be like a couple minutes. They're gonna be like 10 minutes to between 10 and 20 minutes long, and I'm gonna make sure I do all the signs for y'all. So y'all just give me a few as always. Set everything up. And I know this title is very. It seems like it's very, a little different. But just give me a second. I'm gonna explain to y'all. Okay. Realist in the room, my boy. What's going on? Shout out to the realist. Shout out to Bree. So I'm gonna go into this one for y'all since the other one was doing all over the place. But I still appreciate y'all. I will make sure I do that other video for them later, but I gotta hold that out for right now. One thing you gotta understand when you dealing with a Scorpio man is one thing and this is one thing a lot of women don't ain't gonna understand. And it's crazy that you in the room, Willis in the room, because it's always the dudes that catch the real ones, the real videos. This is the real video they need to watch right here, the realers in the room, because they not gonna understand. They really don't get us, and they don't understand why we move a certain way, why we act a certain way. So I'm gonna go into this one. So y'all make sure y'all like as y'all into the chat room and all that good stuff. So one thing you gotta understand when you first dealing with a Scorpio man is that he's not gonna be this individual that you ever dated. I always tell y'all about this, but I'm gonna tell you it's more than one angle. It's one and more dimension. You know, yeah, they better pay attention. It's more than one dimension because a lot of women are used to a man, with a certain thirst, a man with a certain desperation, you know what I'm saying? A man with a certain shallow view when they look at women. But you got to understand this individual, when you deal with Scorpio man, even from the beginning, he's not going to be like that. He's going to be very grounded. He knows exactly what he wants. He knows exactly what type of woman he wants. He's not the type of individual that's going to settle for anything. And a lot of women, when they start dealing with a Scorpio man, they start losing focus because they don't understand this. This is an extremely important part. This is extremely important mix of the situation. So y'all give me a second. I try to get. I know I usually give everybody a little bit more time than this, so let me write my links in, give everybody a little bit more time because I'm ready. When the videos that I really can dig into, I'm gonna go ahead and try to knock it out because I can see that it's easier for me to roll through videos about the Scorpio than the Virgos because it's like they be it's just like when everybody's not here, it's harder to do the compatibility videos or other signs or whatever because I gotta wait for everybody to be able to be available. So I'm gonna hold that off so everybody can enjoy it. So I'm gonna just do this one and put my links, all that good stuff. I'm gonna do this one though. I'm gonna make sure I do this one. But you gotta understand when you first dealing with this man, he's not gonna be just like any average man. He's just not gonna be type of individual that's gonna be all about just jumping into your arms. He's not gonna be that type of individual man that's gonna jump into any woman's arms. He's not this type of individual that's gonna be impressed. He just like any man. Yes, he's moved by his a woman with beautiful physical, characteristics, beautiful face, beautiful body, whatever. But that's not even half of what he's looking for. You know what I'm saying? This is why a lot of times that even if he start talking to an individual woman, is like a lot of women they get caught up into their appearance. They get caught up into oh I'm all that or I look good or I have a banging appearance or I have a lot of men attracted to me. So they feel like that's going to be enough to hold on to the man or that's going to be enough to really hold on to the Scorpio, but that's not going to be enough to hold on to him. That's not going to be enough to keep him around. And a lot of times they don't understand that. And a lot of times they are baffled because they so used to men being in their inboxes. They so used to people flooding their uh, their their phone, texting them or whatever. They used to deal with men that have a certain they have a certain hold on because of their physical features. Are certain men that when they deal with them, they only can see their physical features because they're not really paying attention to them or really care about the individual they're dealing with. But you got to understand when you're dealing with a Scorpio man, we're looking at all that. We don't. He's not gonna be the type that's gonna not see who the individual that he's dealing with. We don't get caught up into just physical appearance or oh she looked good or oh she seemed like she's good so that's gonna be an individual I want to deal with. That's not the type of man he is. That's not the type of individual he is. You understand when you deal with him and when you get in a relationship with him, he's going to be a type of individual that's going to look at every attribute, every characteristic through at you. You know what I'm saying? Your appearance is something that he glances at. In the beginning, that's something that we look at in the very beginning. We look at the appearance, and that's fine and dandy, but that's not going to be what's going to hold you on to the Scorpio. That's not going to be enough to keep him around. That's not going to be what's going to keep him in the relationship. That's not going to make him want to be start even talking to you in a serious matter because a lot of individuals they feel like because they're physically attracted to the Scorpio, that's going to be enough to keep him around, or that's going to be enough to he's going to be sniffling, under you. Because a lot of times people say when they deal with Scorpio, they like, oh, they don't know how to, let go, or they gonna be stalking you or whatever. But a lot of times that's besides the truth. A lot of times we don't stick around long at all. A lot of times we don't stick around and have patience enough to really deal with the whole lot of that stalking. Because and I tell you one reason that's not true, because it takes way too much energy. The only time I can say that a Scorpio would go into extreme like that is when it was a long-term relationship where a lot of his energy was put into it, a lot of his time was put into it. So no, he's not going to let that go easily. No, he's not going to just let certain things go. But when he's dealing with a person, when he's looking for a mate, or when he's looking for the right individual, he's not going to be um he's not the type that's going to be jumping up and down because he's with a pretty woman. He's not going to be just looking at your looks. Your appearance is not even going to be what draws him into you. And a lot of women think that that is what the the whole deal with Scorpio is all about. The physical attributes. It's all about how you look, how you appear. That don't mean anything to us because we know that A woman could have every type of physical attribute. She could look like a something off a magazine, and she could have a brain of a dodo bird. You know what I'm saying? She could have the personality of a tortoise. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't mean that don't mean absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? What does it benefit you to have a beautiful woman with a stunning figure when her she's not focused on you half the time? What's the what's the purpose of having a physically beautiful woman if you don't know absolutely nothing about her, or if she don't know absolutely nothing about you? How much do y'all have in common? All this stuff is going to that's going to really make the difference. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going to really make the difference. The real stuff. You got to understand, when you deal with him, he's not. That's why when Scorpio man leaves the picture, he goes a different. A lot of them are not used to that because they're so used to, even when they're in the wrong. Even when it could be Scorpio woman also. When they're in the wrong, they used to a certain person, coming after them. But we see the spirit of a person. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that when we look at people, we are not biased. Even when it comes to people that we know forever, we are not the individual that's going to be biased because, oh, I known this person either one way or another. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be fair when we judge people. When we get in relationships, it's going to be unconditional because we don't look at it for the shallow reasons. We don't look at it for no small reasons. He's not in it for just to play around and waste time. Let me make sure I got this set up for y'all. Uh, I'm a, I'm a, I'm gonna do this one for you because I know they be like, I don't want to see the Virgo. I know someone be like, "Oh, man, I want to see the," but a lot of people don't understand. Like certain times, I can see certain things. I can't really explain it while I'm on the, doing my video or whatever. But it's a lot of stuff in the background, you know. And if I make sure I talk to my Virgo supporters or whatever, make them understand. But y'all make sure y'all like, and I'm gonna do this video, and I know everybody gonna eventually come in piling because that's how it always is. So I'm gonna knock this one out though. I'm gonna definitely do that for y'all. But y'all make sure y'all like the last one. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it up, but I'm gonna try to knock this one out for y'all because I know it's so awkward trying to do a video on Tuesday sometimes because it's so dry. You know what I'm saying? Just like the old folks used to say, terrible thing. Ain't nothing worse than a terrible Tuesday because it's just so dry. It's one of the most plainest days of the week. But one thing about God body, I take every day as a wonderful day. Every day can be a extravagant, wonderful day. I just gonna make the best out of it. That's all God body can do. That's all I can do. You know what I'm saying? Okay. When you're dealing with a Scorpio, you gotta understand that even when it comes to, hey, goddess, auntie, what's going on? I really appreciate the love. Thank you. You gotta understand that even when it comes to, and when you look at this video, this is not just gonna be about, just woman and man relationships. It can be his relationship with his homeboys. It could be a relationship with his family members. It could be a relationship to all that. We don't. It's not that we don't look at stuff like everybody else. We don't deal with stuff like everybody else because we see things in such an unorthodox way. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see, oh, because he was my homeboy for 20 years. I don't look at it, oh, my homeboys, he pushing the Benz, he got a nice job, he got all the girlies around him or whatever, so he's a cool dude. Oh, he packing this. You know what I'm saying? He a fighter. so I can keep him on my team, or he doing this, so he a cool person. That's not how I look at individuals. I look at him when you Scorpio observe you. This is why our eyes really penetrate people, because we looking at you just as a Scorpio stares at you very deep. That's how we looking at you. That's the way, the same way he stares at you. That's the same way he is being analytical when he's observing you, because we looking at you heart, mind, body, spirit, and soul, because we know that's what makes up the individual. We know that's really what's going to count at the end of the day, because he's going to look at your character. You know what I'm saying? Even when it comes to hanging with our homeboys, you know what I'm saying? We don't care if I know this dude. We don't care if he's tall like me. I don't care if he seems like he cool, or other people like him, or if we have similar friends. That makes no difference to me. Because even if I look in a lot of these people's heart, if he has, just because I know him for 20 years, don't mean his heart ain't full of jealousy. Doesn't mean his spirit ain't full of evil. Doesn't mean he's not full of connivingness. You know what I'm saying? So Scorpio, we know that calling a person friend, and calling a person, this is my girlfriend, this is whatever person that's gonna be there for me. We know that we can't use those words lightly. When you deal with him, he's not gonna take anything you do or anything you say lightly, because he's going to look at you deeply. He's going to look at you. He's going to understand you on a deeper level. That's why he's not going to be impressed by your physical features. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it can be baffling to certain women, because they used to, no matter what extremes they go to, what y'all excuse me, or what extent they go to, whether it's being disrespectful, whether it's a guy trying to muscle a Scorpio because he feel like he's enormous. He's physically enormous. He feel like he's bad to the bone. A lot of people scared of him. Like a Scorpio, we can look through a person. We can see them. They can look like a skull face monster goblin, and we can see if they're nothing but a sniveling coward, because we look at their heart. We look at a person's soul. We look at a person's spirit. We know you could carry 100 rounds and look like the Punisher from the video game, and we can know if you were nothing more than a sniveling coward. You know what I'm saying? We Because we look at a person deeply. We look at a person for who they really are. All that outside characteristics, all that outside um, accolades, even the social media. Scorpio is going to look. He's going to look through past that. He can see past that. He can see past your posts, because a lot of people live through that. A lot of people take that stuff for face value. A lot of people take females and a lot of dudes pages for face value. You know what I'm saying? We can see past that. We can see what's genuine about your page. We can see what's not genuine about your page. He's going to be able to look at you in a very deep introspective. You know what I'm saying? This is why when you have fallouts with a Scorpio, it's very deep fallout. It's going to be very deep. It's going to be very intense fallout, because you're going to be on a different level with the Scorpio. It's not going to be like this lazy, boring relationship where nothing happens, or you not the guy's not going to give you any type of challenge, because some women become bored with certain men that don't really challenge them, that don't really stand up and speak up to them, that don't really make their voice heard. But when they deal with the Scorpio, they know that's gonna be it's gonna be he's definitely gonna make his voice heard. He's definitely gonna let you know what's going on. And he's not just gonna be mesmerized by just physical features. He's not just gonna be looking at, oh, she thick, oh, she got a pretty face, you know what I'm saying? Even But he's gonna look at your character, because I seen girls that were bad, that I was like, man, she's flawless, she's beautiful, especially when I was in my more immature stages, going through the lizard stage. uh that's a good video I can do too. Do the lizard stage. Everybody always asking lizard stage. What's the lizard stage? Maybe if I do that, you know what I'm saying. But I'm gonna do this one first. You know, we it because I seen girls that had the whole package, but when I got to they open their mouths, when I see them interact, because I'm an observant person. I know, just like and this is why I like this song, cause just like the Temptation song, "Beauty is only skin deep," because I seen girls that look stunningly beautiful. They had all the professionalism. They had a certain type of appearance. They were beautiful. They were stunning. They were flawless. But when they opened their mouth, it was nothing but nastiness. When they open their mouth, it's nothing but clamorous words. When they open their mouth, it's nothing but, even if they didn't have, even if it came out intelligently, certain times a lot of stuff, a woman say, like, he's gonna look at your heart, he's gonna look at your mindset. If you regurgitating the same thing everybody else saying, and this is for the younger viewers, if you don't understand what regurgitate mean, if you repeating or copying the same thing every other woman says, if you doing the same thing every other woman is doing, he's gonna look at that. And we're not the type that's gonna go into. We're not the type that's gonna chase after woman just because of her physical attributes. Some men, you see them all day with some of the most wickedest, most chaotic type women because of their physical, because they're moved by their physical attributes. They're moved by stuff that really don't count. You know what I'm saying? It really doesn't matter. I look at a woman for her character. That's why I used to always get into my boy, even though I love traveling. I love going all over the place. And yes, it is a different aspect. It is because I know he look at my stuff. I don't care how much he pretend not. I know he look at my stuff. So I'm gonna speak directly to you. I don't have no problem. You know what I'm saying? I understand it is a lot of cool people out there. It's a lot of different. It's a lot better quality of certain women in certain places, but it's still a good quality of women in here in this country too. But that you got to search. It's like finding a diamond in the rough, and I understand that, and that's why me and him used to clash so much because he's like, man, you can, and I understand where he's coming from because you really have to do your homework. You really have to do your in depth search. You really got to get to know that individual because if you don't, you're gonna be a Scorpio. We understand that if we don't look into the person deeply, then we are setting ourselves up for failure. Just because old boy smiled in my face and we laughed and shared a joke. We came and had a couple of conversations right quick. Don't mean just for example, I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna break it down to y'all. I don't even care about the numbers or none of that stuff right now. I'm gonna talk to y'all for real. Just because is he smiled in my face and he cool. He could be cool. He could be cool. With my grandma. He could be cool with everybody, but don't mean he don't want to rip my back open. Doesn't you know what I'm saying? Doesn't mean he doesn't want my head on a platter. You know what I'm saying? A guy can shake your hand one minute and next minute he could gossip around you and talk about you like a dirty dog. But in your face he could smile. You got to be able to see a person through their spirit. You got to be able to look through. You got to be able to use your discernment. You got to be able to use your wisdom. You got to be able to use your good sense because a lot of people fall in the holes that were obviously open, but they were so busy looking in a one dimensional asset. Because I was talking about this with my elderly uncle, like I tell him, me and him had a deep conversation. Me and him had a real deep conversation. And the crazy thing is, I was in a I was in a place where I knew people would hate me, and I told. And the crazy thing, he can't see; he physically blind. But I told him, I said, I know your perception as well. I know, I'm not oblivious. I know people hate me in this house. I know a lot of people don't care for me, and he could do nothing but shake his head. He can't see or nothing like that. He could do nothing but smile and shake his head because he like, man, this dude, I'm blind, and this dude has the same perception, the same conception that I have of what's going on around me. He's not moved by face value. He's not fooled by shallow smiles. He's not a Scorpio is not gonna be the type that's getting a situation and be fooled and be tricked because we see exactly what's going on. We see exactly who people are. We see the weak, we see the strong, and we see who's the loyal. He's gonna see you exactly for who you are. Your physical attributes. That's only gonna play. That's just like the cherry on the top. To have a physically beautiful woman that a Scorpio loves is just her physically being beautiful is just like a cherry on the top. But her having a warm, loving heart, that's the cake. That's the batter. You know what I'm saying? Her having an intelligent mind, that's the frosting. You know what I'm saying? her having a pure soul, and no matter even in her even her bad times, not being a perfect individual, but being a real individual, being a down. That's what people don't understand. That's what people don't understand about the Scorpio. We don't care about your professionalism. We don't care about all the stuff that your outside world or influences might care about. He's the type of person that's going to look at you deeply. You know how your favorite admirer will look at you deeply, like that real type of love, like when you in grammar school or in high school. It's like that same type of love. He's going to look at you extremely deeply. He's not looking at he don't care. He don't care. Oh yes, you have golden thighs. Okay, yes, you have golden thighs. Yes, you're nice. You're pretty. I see your baby face. You know what I'm saying? You're beautiful. You said yes. We like that. We like the biker. We like the biker shorts. We like the biker pants. We like the bouncy. You know what I'm saying? We like that. That's great. Yes, it's great. It's gonna make the scorpion. It's gonna make us get. It's gonna make us, go crazy. But at the same time, we don't get caught up into that because we know that's only one dimension. You know what I'm saying? We know that's only one dimension. Because I seen women that's physically stunning and be mentally deteriorating. You know what I'm saying? It's dudes out there that is like that chase out the women that's ripping them from limb to limb because they're moved by their physical attributes. They never got to know the woman. It's dudes that's sitting in there married to people for 10 years just off of physical attributes. You know what I'm saying? And it shows. You know what I'm saying? It definitely shows. Y'all make sure y'all like is y'all into they really going hard on these things today. I can always tell. I can always tell when it's something funny going on. Cause I That's why I didn't do the Virgo video because I could already see what was going on. That's why I made sure I went on deep in this for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all like is y'all into the chat. Let me see what y'all talking about right quick. Uh The realest in the room. Morning, lovely. Sky 11 Hook. What's going on? What's going on? Goddess Auntie Sky 11 Hook. Oh yeah. If you want to reach out to me and hit my link up or whatever, you know, let me make sure I give y'all the right link. Make sure you donate y'all that good, that love if you can. Let me see. Got a couple of y'all up in here. Okay. And this is for y'all. If y'all got Instagram, some of y'all got Instagram. I know some of y'all got it. So I'm gonna give y'all this right quick. You're gonna hit me up on Godbody underscore 2009 on Instagram. I finally made one. So if y'all wanna send me some and look me up, this is my Instagram name. Put my links in. I really appreciate y'all. I'm gonna put my links in, but let me read y'all questions first. Uh, Morning, lovely folks. Always see y'all when I watch the videos. Keep back supporting him. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Goddess Auntie. I'm happy I just got a working phone back yesterday. Now I could go on a walk and watch and listen to. Oh, okay, that's what's up. I really appreciate that. Appreciate that. We're listening to the room. Bree Kettle. I'm that girl that gets bored, Gemini, which is also why I'm so. But my Scorpio never born. Okay. I got Gemini Moon in my in a stage. Uh, oh, okay. That's like my mom's boyfriend. He got the colonialist mentality. My mom fell for that. Shake my head. Calling this. Oh, what you mean, relative in the room? That calling. What you mean, calling this mentality? For some reason. Hey, what's going on, Mind Sight? What's going on, Mind Sight? I really appreciate the love. For some reason, Scorpio tend to gravitate to me. Past three relationships have been with Scorpio, man. It is because my Mars is in Scorpio. And it might be. I barely used, but I'll follow up for sure. Oh, okay. Hey, K Susie. Hey, you know I always say your name crazy. You gotta put the enunciation in. You know you gonna have to do that for me. And I appreciate the love, Sky 11. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Naja. Good morning. Good morning, Michelle Longhorn. What's going on? Yeah. What you mean by the colonist mentality? Realist in the room. I'll just make sure I speak to y'all right quick. Yeah, cause I finally had made that, so I appreciate y'all. And y'all showed me that love, all that good stuff. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Let me make sure I put that too. Uh, please make sure you hit that thumbs up. I'm gonna bring it. I'm gonna bring it as good as I can for y'all. Bring y'all the best content. But y'all, please support me and show that love. I will go hard, and I really appreciate the love. It's like no way that I could, thank you enough for the real supporters. And I always say real supporters because it's some people that just watch and they get what they want from it and don't really never really show love. And this I don't do that for them. I do this for y'all that show me love, that really appreciate what I'm doing. So I really appreciate y'all. See how see as soon as I said y'all make sure y'all like it goes in and out. Y'all see that? See, I'm not tripping. But one thing you gotta understand when you deal with Scorpio, he's not gonna be moved by just the regular. He's not gonna be moved by the shallow. We don't just look at just your appearance, just how we that's definitely a part of it. It's definitely a major part of it, but that's not the only thing. That's not the majority of what we're looking for. We're looking for a woman. He's gonna look for a woman with strong characteristics. He always gonna look for the woman that's in the background or have more of a laid back exterior. Even though it is beautiful women that have more extroverted personalities, we do like that at times. But at the same time, she has to have this almost edge of a mystery to herself. This edge of almost unknown. Shoot, at least I know. And hold on, let me see. Whoever Fierce and Fab is, thank you so much for the love. I really appreciate it. And Brianna, thank you so much, Miss Bree. I appreciate the love. You know what I'm saying? I really, really appreciate it. And I know, and the crazy thing about my videos is, I know when I do certain videos this afternoon, my numbers gonna look completely different. That's why I try to do videos at a better time. I know this is a weird time. It's awkward. So I'm gonna do this. That's how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do redo both. I'm gonna do the Virgo video and I'm gonna redo this video because I know everybody's not gonna be able to see it or whatever. But I'm gonna still do this video all the way, and I'm gonna still keep it up until this afternoon. And I'm gonna redo it. So I really appreciate y'all. I might even keep it up. I don't know. Who knows? Depends on how much love y'all show towards it. But one thing about me is like a lot of women would be surprised and baffled because a lot of times when they come when you have the physical attributes, when you have the physical beauty, when you are a stunning young lady, it does after a while, even with a man, it builds a certain arrogance, it builds this certain delusional expectation, unrealistic expectations when it comes to dealing with people, when it comes to what you can say, when it comes to what you can do. Because when a woman is beautiful, when she's even at a young age, she's allowed to do certain things because she's daddy's little girl or mommy's little girl. So she's allowed to tear certain things up. She's allowed to blurt out certain things. She's allowed to be catastrophic to a certain extent. So by the time she gets in a relationship, but by the time she gets with a husband, by the time she start dating, she gets to this mode where where she has this expectation that he's going to have the same attitude, that he's going to accept the same bad behaviors, that he's going to just look at her because he's just going to accept her because it's just her. But Scorpio man, we're not like that whatsoever. We look at the real individual. He's not. He's going to look at you. Let me just say it like this. He's going to treat you just as the same way he would treat. I don't even like using people's name, but I just try to use uh, whether you was Ashy Amy. If you ash, even if you was Ashy Amy, he would still treat you like Ashy Amy. If you were uh if you fat Freddy, that Scorpio woman, even if you got a six pack and muscles on top of your ears, she's gonna treat you like fat. She's gonna treat you with the same respect and not like on the bad way either, but she's gonna treat you on. Y'all gonna be on the same level. She'll treat you even if she treats you good. Y'all gonna be on the same level. She's not gonna treat you any better because you got muscles on top of muscles or you have a certain appearance. That's not because that's not what her mindset is. That's not what she's looking for. That's not the type of individual she is. What's going on, Wayne Jasper? What's going on, brother? I appreciate the love. Y'all make sure y'all like as y'all into the chat room. But she's gonna look at you for real. This is why a lot of women never could really understand me. I'm like, I'm looking at you. Even if you sexy, you stunning, you could have you could have a backside that I could put a dinner plate on from Olive Garden, but I'ma still treat you like sloppy Sally. You know what I'm saying? You still gonna get the same treatment as sloppy Sally. I'm not gonna treat you good. I'm not gonna give you a pedestal because you're physically beautiful, because you're physically good to look at, because you have these physical wonderful attributes. That's not going to be enough for to stick around. That's not going to be enough to keep you around. You know what I'm saying? That's not going to be enough to keep the Scorpio engaged and interested in you in a relationship. See, I can roll through my punches. I just choose to do certain things a certain way because my Virgo moon. I could easily push through my videos regardless of what happens, but I want the thing is I want everybody to see it. I want my viewers to be able to get to watch it. I don't want to feel like I'm just pushing out videos and nobody getting to watch it. So I really appreciate the love and y'all really showing. Thank you so much, Wayne. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, let me put my links in too. 'Cause I got so much stuff. If I and understand this, y'all, if God body had the same push as everybody else, if God body had the same pedestal as everybody else in the same opportunity, I know my stuff will be a lot bigger. I know my stuff will expand a lot faster. But you know, I'm not in that type of race. I'm in a different race. Because I'd rather have a homegrown audience than a bunch of people just coming along for the bandwagon. That's a difference between me and a lot of pages. They have a lot of people, but they don't have no real interaction with their audience. They don't have no real connection with their audience. They don't have no real concept of what they're doing. They don't really have no real passion and love for what they're doing. So I feel differently about it when I do my stuff. That's why I'm so strategic and so nitpicky when I do certain videos because I'm not gonna just throw anything out. I'm not just gonna put anything out. So I appreciate y'all being patient and hanging in there with me because it's all about it's quantity over you know it's quality over quantity because I could a lot of people look for numbers and all that stuff, but they throw out trash content. but they since they get the push and they get the privilege, they get all the they get certain they get that special treatment. But God body, because of I got such a wonderful audience, God body is able to push through the fakeness and the politics or whatever. I ain't gonna lie, you know I'm a Virgo, you know what I'm saying, have my Virgo moon or whatever, like, and I'm gonna talk about Virgos. And this is another reason I want to do the Virgo video over because I'm gonna go into deep detail. I'm gonna go into it, and because just like a lot of people didn't understand, like how Nas, when he put out his first album, a lot of people said it was slept on. A lot of people said it didn't get the credit it deserved. And one reason it didn't get the credit it deserved, not because it didn't get a certain push, is because Nas he only cared about his music. He only cared about his rhymes. He only cared about his audience. He didn't care about appearing on MTV. He didn't care about pushing his album. He didn't care about doing live shows. He didn't tour. He didn't do a bunch of features with R&B singers. And, you know, he let Lauren. I don't even call her like she's an artist. Lauren Hill is a pure artist. So he won't gonna just get throw anybody on his track because they popular. He was really trying to create a masterpiece. And that's almost like how God Body Page is like. I don't look for the extra accolades. I don't look for undeserved um, appearance just for y'all to see my face. I really want to put the best stuff I can for y'all because I really care about what I throw at y'all. So it's like that's why Scorpio. That's why we look and do things so differently because he's not going to be just moved by one thing. He's not just going to be this one-dimensional character. He's not just going to be this person with shallow feelings and shallow emotions. That's why when a Scorpio gets so attacked, when the love gets so real, yes, it's going to get deep because it's actually a real love. He's not in it because you just look good. If he was just chasing after you because you look good, then wouldn't he be chasing after every last? He wouldn't even have time to chase you because he'd be chasing every other woman down the street because it's plenty of women with pretty attributes, but every woman don't have the same feelings. Every woman is not in depth. Every woman doesn't have that same intelligence. Every woman doesn't have that nurturing nature. You can go by physical attributes, but if you go by physical attributes alone, you're gonna be lost. You're gonna find yourself in any type of relationship. And Scorpio, we're not the type that do that. We type that really look deep inside the individual. That's why when he gets attached and you get attached to him, whatever way it is, it's going to be very in depth. It's going to be very deep. It's going to be very real because he looks at your character. He looks at your life story. He looks at how you think. Like when you post and stuff, a lot of women think like I just be on Facebook having fun. I just be on Facebook running my mouth and yet like whatever. Like he's not gonna be impressed about how about you following the bandwagons. He's not gonna be impressed about you following some news report. He's not gonna be impressed about this and that. It like we'll look at stuff like that, but he's not gonna be impressed by that. He's gonna look at the real true part of you. He wants to see the real piece of your personality. That's why when you talk to a Scorpio, he can become very um he can become very hold on let me he can become very in tune, very deep with you because it's very serious to us. It's very deep. We see that the personality, we see the person that we with, we see the spirit of the person that we're attached to. We don't just see a face, we don't just see a body or whatever. Let me see. And let me make sure. And I'm gonna hit you up on your email. I see your email, Bree. I'm about to reply to you. Just give me a second. Cause I know this video is on some funny stuff, but I'm gonna still push through it for y'all. It's just like it. Say for instance, you hang around a bunch of people that so called uh say if you went, say for instance, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real basic and real simple. Whatever you went around called the happy family. They happy. They appear happy all the time. They smiling all the time. They giggling all the time. Everybody just giggling, just smiling. Every time they post on Facebook, they smile. It's all love. They just like cheese. Like I just be you. Like they really put on that. It's because and people really like look at that man. They live in a they all that because the person with the one dimensional mind gonna be like they got it all together. They the happy family. They some of the most happiest people in the world. They're so happy. They're perfect. They're never mean. I don't. I'd do anything to take up for the happy family. They're just the best, happiest people ever. But Scorpio, we're gonna look at that person and be like, oh, oh, this person. When we meet the happy family, we can see, oh, Mr. Happy is is he's a he has a wicked mouth. He's wicked towards his children. He's mean to his wife and kids. Miss Happy, she's always gossiping and ripping people up. You know what I'm saying? And she has a problem with cursing. You know what I'm saying? It could be just small stuff. So we know that nothing is face value. We know that nothing is what it seems. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go by face value like and I understand that. And that's why God body videos are so transparent because I can't hold no, I couldn't pretend to do no image if it was my life depended on it. Like I had to show y'all the real God body. I got to show y'all me. That's why when people meet me outside, they be like, "Wow, it's really God body," or "Wow, you really hit me up. You really hit me up behind the scenes," or "Wow, you really down to earth," because I can only be who I am. You know what I'm saying? Because if you in tune with your mind, body, and soul, then you standing on just like I told the my uncle the other day, like I stand on bricks, I don't stand on straw. People that stand on straw and stand on shallow, shaky ground, they can't speak up for themselves. People that stand on shaky ground and do images, they can't stand on what they speak on. They can't defend what they speak on. I defend everything I spoke on. You know what I'm saying? And I am I can hold anything down that I say because when you're being yourself, you don't have to put on no accolades. I don't have to do anything extra with being myself, and that's what Scorpio is going to see when he look at the individual. He want to see you as yourself, even if you're beautiful, if you're stunning. That's not going to be it. He wanted to see you in your true form. He's not going to be pleased and satisfied with you playing fake believe and playing dress up all the time and thinking that's going to be enough for to keep him around. He's gonna need to be in depth with you. He's gonna need to know exactly who he's dealing with. He's gonna need to know is she saying do she have is she sane because not all the way like some prune or something but he want to know are you physically are you mentally strong enough to endure the stages of life, not only the stages of life but stages of life with another person. Are you strong enough? Are you caring and loving enough? Because even if you're physically beautiful doesn't mean you're not shallow and will jump ship as soon as whatever, you know what I'm saying? He wants a person that's gonna be real. So that's why I say a Scorpio is very vintage and very classic. He's gonna want that relationship like grandma had. He's want that relationship like granddaddy had. You know what I'm saying? He wants a woman with that quality, with that personal touch, with that loving touch, with that individual realness. Like that's what he wants. You know what I'm saying? He's not, and so I got to keep telling y'all like if you a beautiful woman, stunning woman, that's gonna be a piece of it. That's fine. Yes, he definitely gonna want a very physically beautiful woman, but he's gonna want a woman that has a good heart, a good mindset, a good spirit. You know what I'm saying? Somebody he wants somebody that he can feel proud of. He can want somebody that he know that he can trust. Somebody that he can love, somebody that's stable. Because just because a lot of women have just because you financially stable. A lot of women are financially stable, but they're mentally insane. You know what I'm saying? They financially equipped. They got enough money to buy the state of Illinois and sell it out of their back pockets, but they don't have the brain to put in a bird to fly right. If they put their brain in a bird, it's gonna fly backwards into a wall because they don't have no internal substance. They don't have no spiritual substance. They don't have no mental substance to their self. They're missing they got the cherry, they got the ingredients, but they don't have the front, they don't have the batter. So they missing. You know how they say you missing you two pieces of bread from a sandwich. A lot of these women don't got they don't got the bread, they don't got the cheese, they don't got the mayonnaise. They just a big piece of bologna. You know what I'm saying? And they full of bologna. A lot of them full of bologna. The men too. You know what I'm saying? They put on airs. They pretend it's like Scorpio is not moved by that. We're not moved by how a person feel, how a person pretend to appear. We want to see the real you, who you really are. We don't care what your friends think you are. We don't care about how everybody else think you are. We don't even care. We want to know who you really are. We want to know the person deep down inside. We want to know the character of a person. That's why we don't like hanging around people with a bunch of other people around, because when you hang around a person that always hang around a bunch of people, that's a person that's scared to reveal themselves. That's a person that's scared of intimacy. That's a person that's trying to hide and blend in amongst their comrades. They're not really trying to be exposed. They really, but Scorpio, we can see through all that. We can see a person that's being shallow. We can see a person that's being funny acting. We can see when a person is fake, because certain people, they'll act a certain way around another person, and they'll be cool. Like Scorpio, we're not like that. You know what I'm saying? When you got to understand, when you're dealing with this man, he's gonna be real. He's gonna be real with you right there on the spot. He's gonna be cool with you. If he's cool and laid back, that's who he's gonna be, even when there's other people around. Like even when I used to hang with my friend, my homeboy, which I love, that's my dude, man, Jimmy. I always tell y'all about my boy Jimmy, because he's one of the realest, man. He's one of the coolest guys ever. But he's not like he's in outside attributes and outside features. You would never see us as being good friends. He's a short guy. He's probably about 5'5", 5'6". He got big glasses. He got orange hair with almost like an afro, like an orange afro. You know what I'm saying? He's Irish. He looked like Arnold from the Magic School Bus. You would never think we was hanging out. You would never think we would even have a conversation. You would never think we would be cool. But I knew him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go so deep, because I don't know. Sometimes, God, I know this stuff with the numbers and stuff. I don't know how far my videos be really getting out there. I don't know who really be seeing my stuff. So I be like, I don't know if I should share this. Should I take this? But it's like I only get one life, man. So I got to share it. So it's like a lot of people, they'll look at us hanging together and be like, oh, God body, he hang with nerds, or God body whack. He hang with guys that are not popular. He on some bozo stuff, but nah. Really, the shallow people are the people that's judging Jimmy and judging me. They're the whack. They're the ones that's fake. They're the ones that's weak. They're the ones that are paper thin. Because if they knew Jimmy, they knew he one of the most loyalist people. He's one of the most realest people, because I look at him past the skin. I don't care if he ain't no basketball player. I don't care if he ain't benching 400 pounds. I don't care if he got uh all the girlies chasing him. I don't care if he got a Benz riding on 20s. But I know if I leave my kids around him, I know all the babies. Yeah, I don't even have no kids, but if I had kids, I knew he would. I could keep him around them, and nobody's gonna harm him. I know I could leave my wallet around Jimmy, and everything's gonna be there when I come back. I can't say that about even some of my most closest comrades. I could never say that people that I known twice as long as Jimmy. I could trust him. I would trust him with my life. Ain't too many people I could say that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know he's a person of character. You know what I'm saying? They look at this big tall big black guy. Then you see this little short Irish guy. You know what I'm saying? It looks unorthodox. It looks strange. It looks to the outside world that looks through the world through shallow lenses. But a person that looks through the world through a variety and through diversity, you will understand. Me and him, he suffered the same pain. He suffered pain. He lost it. He lost his he lost a lot of people that meant deep to him. I ain't gonna go into all that detailed stuff because I don't know if he even want me to go into all that. But he been through a lot of drama, a lot of pain. But people would look at him and be like, he's never been through nothing. A nerdy white guy. He ain't never been through nothing. He been through more stuff than guys that have 1,000 tattoos. I think they tough or whatever. This dude been through some real hard times, and his times are harder than most people because he wasn't the popular guy. He wasn't the butt kisser. He wasn't the big pretender like most of these people are. You know what I'm saying? He was a real dude, and that's why me as Scorpio, I stuck with him. That's how we look at people. We look at people through the skin, through the appearance, through what you physically own. I look at people like this. If you would take everything we physically have, everything we physically own, everything, every position that we own, who would this person be to me? How much would this person really love me if they take away everything? Who would this individual be? Who are they? When you take all their friends, when you take all the crap around them, who is this individual? We take everything, we subtract all the BS, we exclude all the stuff that makes no difference, and we look at the individual, to the heart, to the core of that person. Hey Takara, what's going on? I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Mm, give me 1 second. I know it. And the thing I be hating about this sometimes is I know people when they start getting to a certain time, I know they're gonna pile up into this and watch this, and it sucks because I wanted them to watch it when I was doing it live. But it's okay. I'm gonna make sure I do um something just as deep, something just as hey happily humble. I'm glad to see. I'm glad you said the men too. Women Scorpios are the same way. Yeah, absolutely. So don't think he would be that type of man that's gonna be like, oh, I can't physically see myself. If a Scorpio is holding on to you, it's not because he can't physically see yourself without because of your appearance, because you look nice, or because you fly, whatever. Because he know that we just like anything, we all age. Just like anything, we all change. So he needs something more. We need something more concrete to hold on to. We need something more real to have substance in order to love somebody. We need something that's more concrete and that's solid. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been around people that they look like they this and that, but when you get around them, they can't even keep a conversation. When you get around them, they be fake. You know what I'm saying? Just like a lot of even dudes, like a lot of cats, be super tough, super duper tough. You know what I'm saying? They be flashing they pistols online. They be acting stupid, acting like tough guys and all that. But when they get in trouble and they got to go in the joint with Big Bubba, Big Bubba gonna break their jaw and break their ribs and take their bologna sandwiches and take their oatmeal cookies because he don't have no upper body strength. He never had a fist fight in his life. He always picked up a firearm to harm his brother, to harm somebody else, but he never had guts. He never had any type of real strength. You know what I'm saying? We see people like that. We see who an individual really is. You know what I'm saying? We know the weak we know the weak from the strong. We know the weeds from the wheat. You know what I'm saying? We know the sheep from the goats. And there's a lot of goats out there. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of goats. It's a lot of fake lions out there that's really, nothing but house kittens. You know what I'm saying? They hide behind this and they hide behind that. But if you take all that stuff away from them, they're weak. You know what I'm saying? They can't even hold a fist fight. They'll get knocked out instantly because they're weak. That's who they are. If you take all the extra stuff away from them, they can't stand. They don't have two legs to stand on because they if you take just like some people, if you take a black card, if you took their credit card from them right now, and they had to go off survival instincts. A lot of people couldn't make it. You see how this incidents we just went through. A lot of people can't. A lot of people can't survive. A lot of people don't know how to. They don't know how to tighten their belt. A lot of people never been through anything. A lot of people never experienced anything. They don't know how to go through extreme pain and extreme measures and excruciating measures. And it's weird that we have went through this year because God body been suffering. God body been suffering and doing all that stuff. I had to go through hell and high waters almost the past 7 8 years. So when all this mess come up, I'm like y'all. I'm like, oh y'all crying now, huh? Oh it hurt now, huh? Oh, you uncomfortable now, huh? Now you feel what I feel. Now, oh, now you complaining. Oh, now y'all want to stick together. Oh, now the world wants to hold hands. Everybody wants to get together and hold hands. Everybody wants to stand up. Let's stand up. Let's make it happen. We gonna stand together. But where was y'all 8 years ago? Where was y'all for the last 8 years? What you been sleep? What are you in a coma? The world's been chaotic. What the heck is wrong with you? What are you on NyQuil? I like shoot. I've been suffering. I wish somebody would have stood up like this when I was getting my when I was getting going through my hell. I wish somebody would have thrown me a glass of water. See, I was left. I had to climb my way out the ditch. It won't nobody holding no signs for me. I had to climb my way out that hell hole. Let me see. Hey, so true. Some people turn into a completely different person that you used to know when material stuff got taken away. Absolutely. When it's certain man, I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling you, when you take certain variables, a lot of people got so many fake people around them because they looking at life, they look at their friendships, they look at their relationships through like very shallow lenses through fake lenses. They if you take the money away, if you took the positions away, if you took certain people out the picture, if you took certain circumstances out the picture, they will probably eat each other alive. They will probably rip each other alive because most people don't have a real ground to stand on. Their relationships don't have any real substance. It doesn't have any real connection. They hang on to each other for shallow reasons. They stick by each other for fake reasons. But they forget about the love. They forget about the trust. They forget about the spirit. They forget about the building with the mind. They forget to communicate with each other. You know what I'm saying? And thank you, happily humble. I'm glad you appreciate it. This is very true. Just your looks alone won't keep a Scorpio if you're a selfish person. Absolutely. There are two types of men: a man and a man amongst men. Yeah, Scorpio, we like a man amongst men because I realized I used to be like, and like, why do I see a lot of these strong, the realest people be by themselves? Or why I see the realest cats don't never hang with a bunch of dudes or surround themselves with a bunch of cats? Because when you a strong man will actually have strength, some type of strength. You don't need a bunch of people around you. When you able to talk the talk and walk the walk, you don't need a man corner of 50 dudes. You know what I'm saying? You don't need that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't you when you are in tune, mind, body, and soul, you have a peace of mind. You have a love and appreciation for life, for one's own destiny. You don't feel like you need a bunch of fake cats around you in order to make you feel whole. I'm already whole. I was already created whole. You know what I'm saying? If I was meant to have a bunch of people around me, I would have had somebody. I would have been born a twin or something. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a bunch of people around you 24/7. Let me see. Let me put my link in. Y'all want to show me some love? I really appreciate it. All that good stuff. Let me put my link in. Hey Rochelle Ashley. Hey Rochelle. And this is my. I'm gonna put my link in one more time. If you want to reach me on Instagram, this is my thing. You can look me up. Make sure I put that in right. And somebody told me and they woke me up. They was like, man, if you ain't got people complaining, if you ain't got people hating you, if you ain't got people talking and gossiping about you and hating everything you doing, if you don't got somebody hanging on the back of your coattail on everything that means you ain't doing nothing. That means your voice ain't loud enough. That means your substance ain't thick, ain't deep enough. I like, wow. I like, that's crazy. I like, you absolutely right. So I must be doing the right thing. So I had to keep going. I got to keep staying. I got to keep. So let me put my links in. But yeah, when I dealt with women, like I always look at their character. Like I could be mesmerized by their appearance for even a short period, even my younger years. But I always look at the character, and I'm gonna say her name, when I was in middle school, it was a girl that I went to church with. She was quiet, she was laid back, she was young. She's the same age as me, but she was so far ahead of her mental stability. It's like she was like a 30-year-old, like 40-year-old mentality. Like she had such a composed, confident, mature stability in her appearance. And and just like me, she had went through many obstacles in life. That's why a lot of Scorpios, we pick the people that we surround ourselves with, not on purpose. Like we look for people like that, but a lot of times the people that we draw near us are they've been through many multiple experiences. Us they've been through many tragedies as the Scorpio. They've been through many ups and downs. So a lot of times Scorpio, we can see that we can see almost see a person's pain. We can see a person when a person is pretending just to keep a certain appearance. We look at their spirit. We look at That's why Scorpio, when you with a Scorpio, it's like you almost being in tune. You get to know yourself. You becoming in tune with life as a whole. You looking at things at a whole different perspective because you're with this man that looks at life very seriously. You're with this man that's going to look at you and make you look at yourself deeper than you ever looked at things. You're dealing with a man that talks about stuff in depth that most men don't even touch the shallow part of the pool. If life was a pool, most men probably get to the 5 feet, 6 feet, 7 feet of water. Some of the more advanced ones, they might get to the 8 feet of water. But Scorpio, he's the type that's going to go towards the 20 feet of water, where where you can't touch the bottom unless you sink or unless you just swim to the bottom. The more advanced, only the advanced and the most wise and the most swiftest and the bravest and the realest are be able to swim those waters with the Scorpio, because it's just like being with the animal. It's like being with the nocturnal ocean animal that swims at the bottom of the ocean, that never really comes up hardly to the shallow tops. He's always going to be in the murky part of the water, the darkest part of the water. He's always going to be deep. He's always going to be in depth. He's always going to hit the surface. So you really gotta really take time to get to know him. And sometimes he's not going to be so easy to come to the surface because yes, it is times a lot of Scorpios we do date fire signs. So if you a fire sign, are you a more extroverted air sign or whatever, and you might be dating a Scorpio, give him time to swim to the surface because understand he's nocturnal when it comes to the ocean. So just pulling him up to the surface is just gonna be it's gonna be like a it's gonna be like a fish being pulled out the water. He gonna be squirming, and he might start attacking. You don't never know, you know, because we're out of our habitat, we're out of our comfort zone, we're out of our protection. So understand that it's gonna take him time to warm up. He gotta trust you. We gotta understand. We gotta make sure you are somebody that has the depth and understanding to know us. So with that means, let me make sure. Hey, RC, yeah, you made it. You made it. You made it. Let me see. This is very true. Okay, make sure I read everybody's stuff. But I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you donate. Show some love if you can. Make sure you subscribe. If you're a new subscriber, please make sure you subscribe. If you're a new viewer or whatever, so you can check out my new videos. If you want to hit me up or email me questions, make sure you donate. Hit me up on my Yahoo and hit me up on my Gmail. I put my link in to my Instagram if you want to show some, if you want to hit up my Instagram, send me a request or whatever, and start following me. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Big kiss. Thank you for for showing love to my video. I really appreciate it. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I really, really appreciate it. I will definitely do something this afternoon. I'm gonna keep this one up. Even though I really wanna just snatch it, I'm gonna keep it up. I'm gonna let y'all enjoy it. Whatever. Y'all enjoy it. Make sure y'all like and show love and all that good stuff. And I will make sure I will do something. It's 2 a.m. in Australia. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you still being able to tune in. But I love y'all, all my bros, thanks to realest in the room. I appreciate you, bro. You know, you the last man standing in the chat today. You the last man standing. But I appreciate it. You know, that's why I rocks with my boy realest in the room. Like like man, you show love. You appreciate it's a lot of cats that appreciate the love appreciate what I do, man, because it's hard to find. Just like I tell you all the time, it's hard to find a solid character. That's why, just like in this video, we look at even when it comes to choosing male friends, we look at a person's character. We look at their heart. We look at see if they're a conniving, jealous dude. Are you a real dude? Are you a solid, strong dude? You know what I'm saying? Are you a person? Are you weak? You know what I'm saying? We look at all this stuff. Are you real? Are you gonna be real with us? Are you one of them dudes that's jealous and funny acting, and then the first thing that happens, you gonna be ready to stab me in my back? Like we look at stuff, we look at people deep like that. We don't care if you our cousin or whatever. It don't matter. You can still be a jealous, conniving worm. You know what I'm saying? And we'll keep you away from us. We'll feed you with a long handled spoon with an extra barbed wire gate around it. I don't just feed people with a long handled spoon. I feed people with a long handled spoon with through a barbed wire gate. So if they try to jump over the gate to get to the spoon, they gonna get hurt. They're gonna get ripped to pieces. All that good stuff. So we don't play about our space. You're not gonna invade our space. But I love y'all. I appreciate the love, and I will make sure I do something this afternoon. So make sure I see mindset. For some reason, okay. Thank you, mindset. I barely used to, but I'ma follow you for sure. Hey, real Esther, realist. I don't know if realist in the room is still in here. You told me your mom used to date, was married to a guy that was a colonist. You never told me what that meant. I was trying to figure out what you meant by that, man. I don't know if you still up in here. I think my boy gone. If it wasn't for you, I would have told my Scorpio to oh, oh yeah, I understand. I understand. But I really appreciate y'all, and I will definitely see y'all soon. Peace, and thank you so much for the love. I'm out.